it was doing it before I started streaming, but I thought it had kind of stopped because it was allowing me to stream for quite a while, so I thought like maybe it had finished with it. Maybe it had finished its little faddying about of, you know, disconnecting and connecting kind of thing, but it did one right there. There we go. Just fix that back up. So yeah. So hopefully all goes well. We can do the Riften event, because when I tell you guys a date, especially for something like that, like when I release a date, I'd like to do it on the date, because it makes it like my internet is playing up anyway. So I say we put it back a few days. In my opinion, I'd rather see what happens later tonight, because when I release a date, like I say, when I release a date, I would rather like do it on that date I released. So in my opinion, we've still got like, if we're not doing the event till like 8:30 anyway, we've still got like over 6 hours to kind of like see how our internets go. We've still got like a lot of time. So hi Reese. Is this Reese as in Ginger Ninja Reese, or is this Reese as in the Crusher, or is this Reese as in Reese Hartley, who I went to school with, who has a ps4? Or is this Reese, forgotten his name now. His PSN name's Reese Thug Life. Oh, Reese needs help. Oh, okay then. Okay. But yeah, as I say, Electronic Monkey, I just say like, we've got like most of the time to you know, we've got like most of the day to see how it goes. But Ash, your voice is kind of going, and there's a massive chance you'll be shouting at me being too loud. I probably won't today. Probably not today, because it's not as bad today as it was yesterday. You don't have to worry about that. As I say, I just say like we see how things go later on. It's just because like I posted the times about, and a lot of people like expected it was going to be today. But like I say, like I guess we just see how the time goes. Like I said, there's like, it's nearly 1:30 now, so you've got 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30. So you've got 7 hours to sort of like decide, or let's say 6.5 if you like sort of you know, because by like an hour to, you know, half an hour before the event, you're going to be sort of, you know, deciding like, you're going to be sort of deciding who, like whether we're going to know whether we're going to be doing it or not anyway. So like in my opinion, I'd just rather see how the time goes, and if how things go, and if, you know, everything's alright at the time, then we'll do it. If it's not alright, then we'll just have to put it back a few days. But the sooner I get yours done, the sooner I can get focusing on doing the other people's, that's all. But like I say, the arena's ready, the arena's done, so all we have to do is just see how everybody's internet connection is, see how everybody is nearer the time, and, you know, if my voice is worse, or if I get shouted at because I've got to be a bit quieter, then we'll just have to put it back a few days, which in a way is no biggie. But yeah, so I don't really know what I want to work on anyway. I kind of don't have a clue. Like, I'm kind of buzzing about this Riften, but I'm really buzzing about last night as well, and like, God, jeez. Ash, I hope my internet doesn't crash out. It shouldn't do. Well, hopefully it doesn't, no. was it good last night? Or, well, let's just say it was more than it was more than good. It was on another level. It was absolutely amazing. So anyway, so I get there, and you know, like, I kind of going on my own because a lot of people in my friendship group, who I knew from school, necessarily don't always, like, for example, they don't necessarily really go to a lot of clubbing nights. If you get me, like, if they go somewhere, they usually, like, pay and then go into, like, a hotel, and they usually go, like, further away in one of my friends' cars. But there isn't always enough seats for me to come. And to be honest with you, like, what they go to listen to is kind of different to what I go to listen to. Although it is kind of like bass drops and things like that, they sort of go and listen to more like Martin Garrix and, you know, like, sort of like modern day beat drop, kind of like sort of like a bit like dubsteppy kind of music, like sort of like the modern beat dropping kind of music. And then whereas I like proper, like, going listening to all the rave and hardstyle stuff, which some of my friends don't mind going to it, but like, I ask them if they're going, and they're always like, you know, oh, I can't, mate, I'm skint, that type of thing. So anyway, so I got there, I was on my own, I got myself a drink, I had to sit down, because you can sit down as well, and it was just sort of starting to get into the night. These first DJs were on, and the dude hosting it come and was like, hi, it's Noble, I'm Danny, that type of thing. You know, he was like, oh, you came on your own, and, you know, he was kind of like, well, you can, you know, come and stand with us lot, and that sort of thing. So that was alright, you know, and he got me a drink. He got me this, like, little, I think it was well, I've forgotten what they call it, a Jaeger bomb, that was it. I think he got me one of them, because he kind of, like, hosts the place, does this Danny, so he has to sort of go, like, backwards and forwards from the stage to a bar. Then he sort of, like, has to explain to, like, the first DJs what's happening, and then if there's, like, when the next DJ's coming up, he has to go on the stage and say, like, you know, alright, make some noise for this DJ, but coming up in so many minutes is gonna be the Danny. So basically, if you think of it like the Riften, this Danny person in real kind of does what the Martin Boost does. He kind of, like, introduces the people on and stuff like that, and so he was kind of, like, busily, like, walking around and stuff like that, and he put a drink on my table, and, you know, stuff like that, and stuff got going, and, you know, it was a pretty sick night. And then I got like going, and then this lad with two lasses came over as it started to get a little bit busier, and sort of, like, introduced herself. And but this girl was absolutely, oh mate, she was so fit. She grabbed my phone and then typed her Facebook into it and said add me, and then she said if ever you know you want to go to any raves again, just message me, you know, we'll all go clubbing. And then she kissed me on the cheek, and then we started dancing, and it was, oh mate, it was absolutely, it was sick. It was, like, absolutely amazing. And then, like, throughout the night I'd kind of, like, see her about, and then she'd grab my hand and have a dance, and, you know, this that and the other kind of thing. I saw her from, like, time to time, and she was with another girl as well, like a younger girl, and I had a picture with them both. I don't know what happened to the picture. I would kind of like to say they'll get put on her Facebook, but it's really, like, too early to tell. It's really too early to tell. Like, I've not seen any pictures yet of anything. So, you know, it got going a bit more, and to be honest with you, it was better than the last event because they started getting into the music a bit more earlier, rather than, like, playing all this, like, random stuff, you know, while they're waiting for a decent DJ to come out. Like, these DJs at first started getting you proper, like, hyped up into, you know, ready for when, like, Andy Whitby came out and stuff like that. So that was pretty good to start, you know, that was pretty good. So So anyway, it all goes well. I get dancing around. I see different lads shake their hands, different lasses, you know, come and dance next to me. Saw a couple of people there from the last night, and then the Andy Whitby, obviously, like, starts coming out, and this is when he proper starts. I got asked how my night was last night, so I'm not talking rubbish. If you don't like it, then leave the stream. But anyway, as I was saying, so this DJ comes out last, you know, like, you know, the main one, and he starts proper mixing it up, you know, like proper bass drops. I've got recordings of it, like voice recordings of some of the things he was playing, and stuff like that, and you know, it was going pretty good, and then I got introduced to this lad, who then took me into, like, it was kind of like a little, I wouldn't say back room, but it was kind of like a room just behind. It wasn't like a closed off room. There was kind of like a big sort of way into it, but there was like just some seats and you could sit down, that sort of thing. And I got introduced to two other lasses. Then this girl bought me a drink and then took me onto the dance floor, but she was really protective over the drink I bought her. Like, literally, I'd put it on the bar. I'd put it on the drink what she bought me, like, literally I'd put it on the bar, and then she'd pick it back up, like, as if she was scared someone was gonna pick it up or something, and it was pretty cool. But she was really annoying. She was really, like, you know. So anyway, then we went back into this room, and this bloke still kept going on, which, to be honest, I was finding him pretty annoying, if I must say. And so I went back to the dance floor. Like, he kept forgetting that I knew his name. Like, he kept telling me his name was Shane, and he kept asking for my name, and I was getting a bit peed off in the end. Like, I've told you my name so many times, and he kept asking where I was from, and I was like, I've told you so many times. Hey, I like girls and bass drops, you know. I'm just trying to think what I want to build. That's the thing. Like, I don't know what I want to build. Like, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm still gonna talk about it, but I'll fill in this bit of grass here. So it was actually doing my head in at this point. So I tried to, like, sort of get away from him, like go off into a crowd where he couldn't see me, and I actually got, like, right to the front, like right near the DJ, like Andy Whitby, like literally got, like, right near the front. So then this other dude keeps dancing near me and keeps tapping my shoulder, and then he keeps shouting to the DJ, keeps shouting Andy Whitby, keeps shouting him and getting him to wave at me. So then in the end, Andy Whitby got me to actually go up on the stage. So I actually got to go up on the stage. Bearing in mind, I don't even think anybody else did this. I got to shake his hand, and he asked me if I was having a good night. And then I showed him my MC Noble t-shirt, and he sort of, like, looked at the t-shirt, then he sort of, like, pulled it up towards the crowd, and then he tapped me on the shoulder, and then I went back into the you know, into, like, all the crowd and everything, and, you know, like, oh mate, to shake his hand though is on another level, like, because he's so famous. It was sick though, like, to shake his hand, and, you know, just for him to ask me if I was having a good night was just absolutely incredibly insane. So as soon as I can find out when the next rave's going on there, I'll be booking the tickets straight away, depending on obviously what DJ it is. But I'd go and see Andy Whitby again. He's on another level. He's definitely, yeah. But yeah, that was, you know, it was a sick night, basically. It was an absolutely amazing night. Which is good, because, you know, like it was definitely worth paying a tenner for the ticket. Well, I actually got the ticket cheaper because I booked it earlier. Like I got the ticket on the day release and I did it online, so I got like a cheaper earlier ticket. But you know, but like usually, like if you just pay normally, like after the cheaper tickets run out, it's usually a tenner, which still isn't even that bad. Like when you consider like what you're actually going for, it's a good night. Go see Skrillex. Nah, thanks. I've heard of Skrillex, but he's more modern dubstep, if you ask me. Like I'm talking like proper hard house raving. Like I'm not talking like these modern day sort of like dubsteppy kind of styled songs. I'm talking like proper clubbing rave songs, like club anthems and you know like rave songs from the 90s and stuff like that. And then kind of like it's hard to explain. Like they don't have any like funky beat. Did people notice MC Noble? To be honest with you, I don't really know. Well, when I first got there, not when I first got there, but when I'd been there a bit, there was these two women stood having a drink. They were quite oldish, like they were getting on a bit, and they sort of kept looking at me, and I was thinking like, why'd you keep staring at me? And then I heard them say like, look at the T-shirt, it's MC Noble, and like apart from that, like I'm guessing a few people maybe noticed them because a few people come and shake my hand and stuff like that, and a few people knew me because of my dad, like because my dad used to go to a lot of rave nights and things like that when he was younger. You know, and some people he knows still do go to him, so he kind of like, I guess in a way like some people knew me for that, but I don't really know exactly who knew me for MC Noble, but I'm guessing like a few people did notice me because you know that was one of the reasons why I put the MC Noble T-shirt on, so people would know me as the MC. You know, but no, it's not, you know, but like these beat drops though, what I listen to are like different to Skrillex, that's the thing. Like it's not something normal, like it's hard to explain, but you've got to kind of know your music to know what it is. I guess it's hard to explain what it is, to be, if I'm like completely honest with you. Like it's kind of like clubbing beat drops are different to kind of like Skrillex kind of styled songs. Like I don't want to embarrass myself with sound effects, but Skrillex and like dubstep beat drops are kind of like bow, wow, and then kind of like my beat drops are like that type of thing, like just like the beat drops and then you proper start stomping your feet on the dance floor. I don't know if them sound effects were, you know, but that's kind of like. It's kind of like what it is. No, it was in Bridlington, but that's only like half an hour for me to get a lift there. I love new, like Martin Garrix. Yeah, I don't mind some of Martin Garrix, but basically, like, I forgot what I was gonna say. If you type in like onto YouTube and stuff like that, New Monkey and sort of like Martina, and or you type in like Happy Hardcore, or if you search up Andy Whitby, then you'll get like exactly the type of thing that I went to see. Whoa. Lag. Holy. Whoa. I'm not even pressing anything. Get lost. I'm just moving. Can you turn down the sound on the Minecraft? Sure. Audio. Is that better? Weird. I'm not even throwing a potion. Like, literally. Like, I'm not even... I'll turn it down a bit more then. I kinda... 2 secs. It was kinda like placing blocks even though I weren't pressing the button. There we go. Alright, it's still doing it. You have 2 different... No, I don't. My I was doing a stream before. Whoa. Back up. It's still doing it. Like, I don't know what it is. Like 2 secs. I've got an idea. Alright, yeah, sorry, I'm back. I just disconnected my controller and